Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Monroe, man. Welcome to AngelFish, the very first episode. You know, you have Shark Tank where these entrepreneurs make their big pitches and get millions of dollars, where we're a not-for-profit here at Break Diving. And we are joined today by Brighton Dube. And why is Brighton on this call here? Because AngelFish is about giving money to people with big dreams who need some help, or people who need a hardship grant to get through some difficult times. And in this case, we've got a situation with COVID-19 that's causing devastation across the globe. And the first episode here is we're going to give Brighton Dube in South Africa a little bit of a helping hand. Because Break Diving, which you can join us at breakdiving.io, we're the friendliest social media community on the internet. But not only that, we're also a charity and a not-for-profit, and we want to live the philosophy that we espouse in our community, which is helping other people. And Brighton has been a great help to Break Diving. He joined us recently, and he ended up becoming a staff member. And unfortunately, one day we got a message that he was going to have to resign, and it was very sudden and very odd because he's an incredibly talented coder and who's accomplished quite a bit. And when we dug a little deeper, we found out that, well, I'm gonna let the story speak for itself. Mr. Brighton Dube, welcome to AngelFish. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
And so I have 5 questions for you, Brighton, and we'll start with the first one is, could you tell everybody watching a little bit about yourself and some of your accomplishments in life?
All right, so I'm a 35-year-old man. I come from Zimbabwe. I'm currently living in South Africa. I've been here for about 12, 15 years. I'm not really sure exactly. Yeah, but about 12 years or so. So I'm a passionate coder. I'm not sure if I'm really a great coder, but I'm really passionate about coding, and I'll call myself a full stack web developer. Although I think I've got a very strong flair towards the front end more than the back end, but I love coding with all my heart, and I've done a lot of things that have helped me to learn more skills in coding. I'm studying computer science with the University of the People. I have I'm pushing towards getting my degree very soon. It's been hard, but I'm trying my level best because I'm working and I have to support my family at the same time. But I'm doing everything that I can to get that degree, and as well as to improve my skills in coding. One of my proud accomplishments was when I created my own cryptocurrency. I mean, all by myself. I learned to code, and I created the Looney cryptocurrency, and I had a community, small community it was, but it was great being a leader for some time. It didn't last long because the cryptocurrency, the sphere got a bit, well, the bubble burst, and things went down, and I had to move on to something else. But it was really great for that time when I was in that community, and I really loved it. And the other great accomplishment was joining. Oh, sorry.
Actually, this next question actually goes into that, because I think you're about going to. Are you going to mention break diving?
Yes, exactly. That's where I was going. That my next great accomplishment was joining Break Diving. It has been, well, it's not. I haven't been with Break Diving for a long time, but the short time that I've been with Break Diving, it's been great. There's a great community, loving friends, supportive. Everybody there is just friendly and super nice. I'm really enjoying my time at Break Diving, and joining the team as part of the staff was also something that was amazing. Really, the team was supportive and friendly. It was just amazing.
So that leads to the second question of how did you discover Break Diving, and why did you join us in the first place? How did this all come about? How did we end up meeting?
All right, so I was kind of laid off because of the COVID-19, and I was looking for something to do in the meantime. So I went onto this website called Volunteer Match, and I was just looking for places where I can use my coding skills and volunteer, so I can progress, use my skills. And because if I don't do anything with my skills, they'll eventually I'll forget my skills. So I needed to do something so that I can keep them fresh and going. So yeah, when I looked about, I came across break diving, and I made an application to join the team. At first, I just wanted something to do, but when I joined the team, I found it so amazing. Like, I just felt like I want to help out. It's great to be able to help other people while you're growing your own skills. So I was happy to be part of the team, using my skills that I learned to help other people achieve their own dreams and goals, to be an inspiration to others.
And that, for those of you watching, that's what break diving is. The idea of don't wait for opportunities to float to the surface. Dive in and make your own. And while you're doing so, inspire the rest of the world to follow you. And break diving is this awesome worldwide community of people like Brighton and myself and many, many others from around the world, all helping to support one another's dreams. And so that's how Brighton ended up joining. He ended up becoming a member of the team. And unlike any other member of the team, he just took to it like a fish in water. He got the development environment set up. I mean, it's very difficult to be a web developer on our team because it requires a lot of things to set up, a lot of databases, different computing languages. And it's a little bit complicated, and no one does it without any problems. And that's exactly what Brighton did. He just came on board, and boom, he's just solving problems at the company left and right. And so it was a complete shock when all of a sudden Brighton seemed, what just happened? Why is he suddenly leaving? And we knew that it wasn't because he didn't like break diving and he didn't like what was going on. We knew something's going on. So we asked him, hey, Brighton, what's going on? And so the third question is, you were full staff here for a while, and then you weren't. What happened in your life that kind of forced you to feel like you had to resign?
Yeah, this pandemic has really caused a lot of devastation, and particularly with me, it has really hit me hard. So I lost my job when it started. Actually, right at the beginning of lockdown here in South Africa, I was no longer working. So I had saved some money, and for some time I was able to survive off of that money that I had saved, but it eventually ran out, and I was no longer able to pay my rent and cover my bills. So I had to do something, but it was difficult getting a job, during this time. And the companies are not hiring, and instead they are laying off stuff and doing retrenchments. It was hard. So there was one opportunity that came up. There's this company which hires drivers to deliver parcels and food. So I signed up because I had a car. I signed up with them, but they don't pay a lot of money. For me to make some money to survive, I have to work a lot of hours, like from 7 in the morning until 10 p.m. in the evening, straight. I mean, I do get rest here and there when there's no orders. I just rest in my car, but most of the time I'm just working. I have to just work for longer hours, and I have to work 6 days a week in order to survive, because they don't really pay a lot of money, and I need to cover my bills. I need to pay back people that I owe, because I had to borrow some money in order to cover my bills before I could get something to do. So yeah, it was hard for me to keep up with break diving at the same time. So unfortunately, because I need to survive, I couldn't volunteer enough time at break diving anymore. But it's not permanent. I'm definitely going to be coming back. It's just during this phase when things are difficult, I need to work much harder. But I know things are going to get well pretty soon. Hopefully within the next 5 months or so, I'll be able to return to break diving and be a team member again.
Absolutely. And as I talked with you earlier, and the team and I, and as you know, we have 9 other team members, and we all talked, and we finally have been raising some money for a scholarship fund, and we have not really launched it. And we were trying to figure out how are we going to launch it finally, and who are we going to give the first amount of money to. And honestly, the first person that jumped into my head was you, because I am so grateful for all of the help that you gave to break diving as a volunteer, with me not even knowing how much you were struggling at the time. And it's very difficult for us to find talented, dedicated, competent, enthusiastic volunteers to join our team. And when we do, and we find someone like you, we don't want to lose that person, especially someone like you who fits in so perfectly. And you were so excited about being a part of our team, and you loved breakdiving so much, and it was just heartbreaking to us to think, oh my gosh, he has to leave. And I started to think, well, what's the point of breakdiving? It's to help support people, to give them encouragement when life drags them down, and to remind people that you have friends here at the breakdiving community. And that's why we're going to give you some money today. And it's not a lot, it's $50 US. However, I found out that $50 US is actually a significant amount of money for you and your wife. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
So how would you, when you get this $50, what could you do with that to help you? And how long could that last for you to help you get through this difficult financial time?
Well, to be quite honest, it's going to help us a lot in the sense that right now I'm in a position where actually my car broke down last week, and I didn't have much money saved in order to repair the car, and we need food to survive for the next coming few weeks until my car has been fixed, so I can be able to work again normally. So I'll be able to buy food for the whole month with the money that I will get from break diving, and that'll be a great help for me. Really, me and my wife. It's going to save us. It's going to help us a lot, really.
Yeah, I think, I mean, here in the US, I've lived across the globe in different places, and I know that the currency exchange rates and the power of a little bit of a US dollar can go a lot farther sometimes when you're not in the United States. And when you told me, I think you actually told me a few days ago that it would get you 3 weeks of food, but now you think maybe $50 would get you a month of food for you and your wife. Yeah. And I just think that's fantastic that we thought the $50 people would kind of laugh at and think, oh, $50, that's not going to help me in my life. And how lovely it was to hear that, oh my gosh, this program, this AngelFish hardship grant, is going to help you and your wife not have to worry about food for the whole month of September. And it makes all of us at breakdiving feel great. And it makes me happy because it means it's a little more likely that you will be able to come back and join our volunteer team, because this will maybe give you a little bit more money to save that you can then put into your car to fix your car, or to make sure your cell phone bill is paid up to date or something like that. Whatever it is, it's a small token. I'm hoping people watching this will recognize the great good we're doing and say, hey, let's donate more money to break diving so that we can do this more, and we can increase it more and more, so it's a much larger, but we have to start somewhere, and $50 is $50, right?
Well, it's much appreciated, really. You don't know, it couldn't have come at a better time. It's like your break diving has truly been helpful to me. I don't know how to say thank you. I appreciate, really.
You can, you know what, you can say thank you by continuing to be a member of our community and supporting our members as you've been doing with your coding knowledge and your inspiration. And when you are able, come back and join our team, because we need more people like you to help us continue to grow.
Awesome.
And all right, I guess we're ready. I guess we're ready for the big moment. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to share the screen here. Brighton and I, we decided that World Remit would be the best company to send the money to South Africa. And I already have it all connected to his bank account and everything. We did that prior to the recording here. I'm going to stop sharing my screen again really quickly as I type in the bank information here. And then I will reshare the screen. Once this is all done, I'm going to press pay, and then I'll share the screen when it's done. And I hope that you're going to get some type of notification, Brighton, on your phone or something. Let me stop the share here. I'm going to switch here, type in this card number here, and make sure I don't foolishly speak it out loud while I'm typing it, because that would be a problem. Then all the rest of our scholarship and grant funds will suddenly disappear very quickly. And
That is a tragic.
what time is it right now in South Africa? It's 6:30 p.m. here in New York.
It's 12:31 a.m. here in South Africa.
So it's a late night recording.
Yes.
All right, so I have everything put in here. Just double checking. All right, I'm gonna click pay and see what happens. We've got the thing circling around. And okay, we're back. We took a slight break because we had technical difficulties. That's the difficulty, recording a show live.
Yeah.
Even big budget productions like this one sometimes run into technical difficulties. So I am going to share my screen now. I'm really excited about this because we are sending, by the way, do you look at this number over here, Brighton?
Oh. I thought that's more than $50.
It is. So when you originally told me that it cost, the $50 would let you and your wife eat for 3 weeks. I divided that by 3 and it came out to about $16. And we all decided it would be better if you could eat for a month. And so we decided that we would put in another $16 in there. And so now if the $50 can let you buy food for a month, maybe now it's maybe a month and 10 days. And so we hope you like the little bonus that we gave you. We figured a month of eating is more important than 3 weeks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. $50 would have been enough. Well, of course, like I said, we would have to be really frugal. We have to just buy the basics, nothing fancy, but that's all that matters right now. We need to get our carbohydrates, our protein, and vitamins. That's the most important thing. We won't be going fancy or anything, but that's really helpful. Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. You notice it said on there that if the transfer is initiated, it's gonna take up to 3 working days to actually process. And so, did you see that? I'll share the screen again.
I didn't receive any.
Do you see? It says it's with your recipient's bank. Transfer to all banks within 3 working days. So
Okay.
We're gonna have to wait a little bit and keep an eye on your bank account. And if there's any problems, you let us know. And for all of you guys watching, you're gonna be able to see the resolution when he actually gets it and all that on our blog, breakdiving.blog. Brighton's gonna share a little bit in the written word about this. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to breakdiving.blog to see the rest, to read the rest of the story after he actually got it. And if you're on our blog, please subscribe. If you're on our YouTube channel, please subscribe. Most importantly, if you think this idea is fantastic, let me stop sharing so you can see my head bigger. Boom, bigger Monroe, bigger Brighton. We want you, Brighton and I, we want you to join breakdiving. And
Yes.
we're doing this stuff all the time. We're helping our members every day. All of our members help one another. If you're tired of other social media sites that are angry and people yelling at you and belittling you and criticizing you and just dragging you down and making you depressed, don't worry anymore, because there's a solution, and it's at breakdiving.io. And it's an incredible site of people who love one another. We all love one another. We're all working so hard to make our dreams come true. And something that's cool is you can pursue dives, such as JavaScript, flying, a helicopter license, French, Zulu. I think, Brighton, do you speak some Zulu?
Yes, I do.
Can we hear I love breakdiving in Zulu?
Gaitandi breakdiving.
What was it? Gangta?
Gaitanda I breakdiving.
Gaetanda I breakdiving.
Yes.
He's like,
Awesome,
yes,
awesome.
it's good enough. Good enough for now. Good enough for now. But
Yeah.
honestly, we need support. We need more members. We want your support. We want more members. We want to give away money like this every month. We want to increase our numbers from what they are now to 10 times as many. The more people who join breakdiving.io, the more people we can help, and the more people you can help. Because like I said, we're this one awesome symbiotic family. Brighton, any last words?
I just want to say thank you so much for what you've done for me and my family. And I invite everybody out there who's watching this video to share it with your friends and invite your friends to come and join breakdiving, because this is a great community. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, everyone. This has been a production of AngelFish by Breakdiving. Mr. Brighton Dube, I'm your host, Dr. Monroe Man. And remember our creed, the Breakdivers Creed: no rules, no excuses, no regrets.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.